So, welcome everybody. So, thank you for watching. And so here I have my very good friend Crystal. We have been partners in business in the past, and this time I wanted to have her so then we can talk a little bit about what are the things that you can do right now that is going to help you to bring that spiritual health, or soul, whatever you want to call it, and your physical health. Why? Because they're both work together. You may be very, very spiritual. The reality is you're living still in this human body, right? And this human body still need the soul and your spirit to continue living, right? It's just they go hand in hand. And the thing is, sometimes we don't take care of our body, it affects our soul and vice versa, right? So what are the things that, so let's welcome Crystal. That's okay.
Hi.
Yay. Okay,
Thanks.
Crystal, so tell us a little bit about you, and tell us what can you share so then people can implement right away.
Okay, so my name is Crystal Rhodes, and I've been studying hermetics and metaphysics for 21 years. Throughout many of those years, I have obviously done a lot of personal healing for myself, but also discovered how things work on a physiological level, emotional, mental, psychological, spiritual level, and how those parts of us are all connected to the physical. So we have 7 different layers of our aura, and what doesn't matter really what religion you believe in, we are energetic beings. So these layers of our aura, these different bodies that we have, they're all connected. So when something happens to us on one of those levels, after time it starts to affect all the way through the other levels till it hits the physical. So just first of all, by having an awareness that we are energetic beings, there are many layers to us, that awareness will already start to bring some healing, because you can be more aware of what's happening to you. Like, for example, if you're having a physical pain, like say you're having like a cramp or a pain or something in your body, it's probably because there's something emotional or psychological that happened from the past that wasn't healed. Maybe something that got repressed, or something that's kind of stored in your subconscious mind that's still affecting you. And it's worked through all of those layers to get to the physical. So by having an awareness that when we have physical pains or sensations like anxiety or depression or anything like that, it's probably because there's something that's out of place or that's been damaged on those other layers. So again, just having the awareness that we are multidimensional beings and that we have many layers to ourselves, not just our physical body, will already start to bring some of that healing in. But this is a time right now where everyone is super affected by what's happening here on the planet, whether you're energetically sensitive or not. We're either affected because we aren't working anymore, or just because we aren't able to go out and function the way that we used to, seeing our friends, or like going out doing leisure things. And then there's people in many countries that are dealing with even worse things than that. And those of us, especially who are energetically sensitive, we are affected because we can feel the vibrations of the other people around us, because we are all connected. We are all one. We are of part of the collective consciousness. So when people are feeling something, it affects us within our energy field as well. Now, just keeping in mind that our aura, our energetic body, expands 25 feet in all directions. So the people that you're living with, your neighbors, the people that you're driving past in cars, like we're all either in each other's energy fields or passing through each other's energy fields. So it's very common for us to pick up anxiety or things from other people around us. So a lot of times when we're feeling something, it's not just that we are feeling something about ourselves, but we are feeling the weight and the pressure of other people's emotions around us. So being aware that when you're feeling something, it might not just be you, will help you come back to center and be able to kind of focus on clearing out the energy that isn't yours, so that you can deal with what's happening within yourself. So I really love Jack Canfield. He's the author of Chicken Soup for the Soul. He is so good. So there's something that he spoke about the other day on a video that really touched me. And of course, I understood the concept of doing different breath work and different visualization work, but I'm just going to teach you guys something that he talked a little bit about on this video. And that was about closing your eyes. Like when you have something a decision you have to make, or something that you need to get clarity about, just to close your eyes. You guys can even do it with me now. And just start breathing into the count of 6 and through the nose, and out through the mouth, all the way to the count of 6. Inhaling, just counting in your mind, and exhaling. Just using this breath in and out for the count of 6. And just starting to come back into yourself, bringing your mind and your attention to counting the inhales and exhales. Just allowing the monkey mind to calm down for a bit. Bringing the energy down from the mind into the heart. This is where the real answers lie. So after continuing this breath for a couple of moments, you can start to ask yourself questions where you can get true clarity from. Here you might want to ask yourself something like, how can I accomplish this particular goal? Or how can I overcome this trauma that's happened to me? How can I heal my physical body? Or how can I clear my mind? And the answers that you get will be more focused, more clear, more real for you. You'll hear them much louder because the intuition then isn't fighting against the mind, fighting against the ego that is controlled with fear. Maybe you want to journal some of these answers, or just contemplate them after they come. And after I get the answers that I'm looking for, getting insight to the questions that I've asked, I like to just think about what I'm grateful for. I think about the things that are working for me, the things that I want more of. Because where your thoughts go is where your energy grows. And by staying in a state of fear, we then begin attracting more things into our lives that make us feel fearful. So when we can focus on gratitude, and what is working for us and what we want more of, then we can begin receiving more of that in our lives. And it can be very simple things. Like right now, I'm grateful that I have food in my belly. I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful that I have wonderful friends and family like Dee. I'm grateful for my plants. I'm grateful for my pets. I'm grateful for my physical body. I'm grateful for my bed. Just being able to focus on that feeling of having joy and having gratitude will start to heal the mind and heal the physical body. Within the physical body, we are experiencing pains from other layers of ourselves. And when we're able to start healing those wounds on those deeper layers of us, our physical body can then begin getting healthier, releasing trauma, releasing pains.
Yeah.
So this is something that I like to do daily to help me just come back to ground zero and, check myself and get my monkey mind on a leash for a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. We definitely have a lot of things going on right now, right? A lot of things to worried about. And the reality is worrying, it doesn't get us anywhere. So
Yeah.
this is an awesome practice that we can all put in place daily and maybe many times a day as we need it. Because I don't think it's something that it's only about doing it in the morning or at night. We should be doing this whenever we need that. Okay? So
Yeah, you could set an alarm on your phone if you like to, so that it goes off a few times throughout the day, just to even take a moment to do that.
yeah, just to get grounded and, just be here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yay! Thank you. That's so exciting. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Welcome.
So I personally participate in a lot of the meditation that Crystal is doing over Zoom as well. Amazing, amazing people. And I did one recently. And the interesting thing is when I have done meditations in groups, like in person in a room full of people, the meditation is always more powerful than when I'm doing it by myself, because it's the collective energy, right? And the interesting thing about doing it through Zoom, it is that it was the same thing, because it's a collective, it's the intention, right? It's very, very interesting. It's just that we're under the assumption that only some things might work only in person and stuff like that, but the energy of the collective, it really impact everybody, right? That it's in that moment, and whoever is not, because as you said, it affects everybody around us. Yeah. So that is awesome. What I will share with you today about the part of taking care of the physical part of your body, it is, so I have been reading a lot of different things out there, where even dietitians of Canada posted a few days ago something that there's no way you can increase your immune system or your immunity. And food won't do that kind of stuff. The reality is, and this is the studies, this is science, this is not me coming up with anything. If we want to have immunity in general, generally speaking, I'm not speaking about what this virus is, because a lot of scientists are saying that this is a virus that your body doesn't know what to do with, which is fine. It's like if we go to, like, we're in Canada, and if we go to a tropical country, our bodies still don't know how to deal with things from the tropical country, right? Wherever we're going, and vice versa. In Calgary particularly, we're quite lucky because it's very dry, and when it's dry, virus and bacteria doesn't grow as quickly as humid places, for example. Right, so that's cool in that we have some benefits other than our dry skin and all that stuff that it's annoying. There's some benefits to it. So everything start on your gut. So meaning a lot of people are going, and I see it. I go, because I normally do online shopping. My grocery shopping, I do it online, and because a lot of places are not doing online anymore because they're super busy with their orders, I have been forced to go to the grocery shopping stores, wherever I'm going. And just to give an example, whether it is Superstore or Walmart, I always watch what other people purchase. Always. I'm just like, yeah, the spy here to see. Because, interesting enough is I know a lot about them just by looking at their grocery shopping. So the thing is, if we we need to stay away from refined sugars, candies, chips, all the processed stuff. If you don't really know where it comes from or what it's added to it, don't get it. So it goes back to basics. Let's get more greens, let's get more vegetables, and I'm not talking about any specific diet or anything like that. It's just a matter of bring good stuff to your belly, so then your immunity increases. It's just as simple as that. For anything that is happening around you, you're more protected, because when your gut is healthy, then your immune system, it's sharp. It's just ready for anything that happens, any virus or bacteria, anything in general, it's ready. And the other key point is to have some good probiotics as well, for the same reason, because when we digest everything efficiently, so probiotics, and there's prebiotics, that it goes with what we eat, and also feed and fermented food, if you know what that is all about. And so that's what we want to do, period. It is, so stay away from Coke, 7-Up, fresca, anything that is not water. So drink a lot of water. Breathing, like what Crystal showed us, it is key for your immunity as well, because it just ground you. And the other thing about having a healthy gut, it is that allow us to have clear mind, because there's a connection between our brain and our gut. So it brings you down, and then you can even consciously make the decision to do the 6, like an exercise that Crystal shared with us, more often through the day, just by making better food choices. And it's just, it might sound repetitive. Everybody's talking about this. And what I find is that the reason why we keep talking about this is because when I go to Superstore and Walmart, I still see people buying junk. So I think these messages still need to be, more out there. Otherwise, more people will be eating, making better choices. So those are little tips and tricks that we can do. Obviously, exercise, daily exercise, even if it means 20 jumping jacks, even if it means doing 5 squats. Like you can do something. Here's a recipe. So you do your, let's say 20 jumping jacks, and then you do the breathing exercise that Crystal just shared with us. Right? So you get the movement, you get the blood flowing, you get that rush, and then you kind of get grounded with the breathing exercise. And whatever message you get or questions that you have, you will get it, because you started bringing all that blood flow in your system that also allows you to be open and be more connected with your body. So where can they find you, Crystal?
So you can check me out on Facebook under Fresh for Life, or under my personal page, Crystal Rhodes or Crystal Fresh. Also my website, freshforlife.ca. I'm doing Tuesday evening meditations online for the month of April. The tickets are $5. They can be purchased on Eventbrite. You'll find the links on Facebook, or if you just search Cleansing Meditation and Online Healing Session, it's there. Partial proceeds go to donations for families in need here in Calgary for essentials, because now we're hitting a time where people are really starting to need those things. So I'm doing my part to collect what I can for the community. Also coming up this month, I'm going to be hosting some classes by donation. There'll be different meditations as well as different stress rescue classes. So you can get easy to use, quick tools that you can apply throughout your day to deal with stress.
Yeah, so awesome. And you guys can also join my private group and follow, like that, it's called Naked Fit Online Tribe. You can follow me on my page, D Health and Fitness, or Naked Fit. They're both the same, but sometimes show up in with both names. And that you can also follow me on Happy Naked on the Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. I'm everywhere. If you're looking for me, you'll find me. And I have been doing in my private group some workouts, and I want to start bringing some of my other friends to do more classes, short, concise, to the point, and just to get you guys moving, active. And next week, my official fitness online program will be released. So I'm working on that. This is exciting. And so yeah, so let's get things moving. Let's get, rise your vibration. Something that, what is the name of the guy from Law of Attraction?
Michael Losier?
Yeah. So what he was saying is, you get what you vibrate.
Mm-hmm.
So meaning this is the time to move away from fear and start vibrating good stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
And because that's, as Crystal was saying earlier, that's how we're going to create a massive impact in other people. But we need to raise our vibration, and we really need to be in the vibration of love, trust, gratitude, faith. And good faith is we don't want to believe in stuff that it's not, serving us, like good stuff, like that it really, really raise your energy, your vibration, and it help us all to to work as a community where we're all supporting and helping each other. And this is exactly what Crystal and I are doing right now. Like we're coming together as from two different perspectives, because we do completely different things, and but we know that they all work together. It's a community. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you, and I will be putting some of that stuff in the links as well in the comments.
Yeah,
Thank you.
awesome. Bye.
Bye bye.